Too good. Just too good, mate.
Thanks, mate. Well played too, you know?
Hey, you little Anzacs. You both played well.
Thanks.
Thanks, Phil.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't. I appreciate it though, but no, I couldn't. You're like a golden stallion of thoughtfulness though, Craig.
Hey, what are friends for?
What are friends for? I would just want to take this time to thank all of you for being my best friends. I mean, I really appreciate you coming around and hanging out all this time and just being my friends. I really appreciate it.
Why wouldn't we though? You're a great guy. You're fun to be around. You're a fun guy.
Hey, whoa! Did you just call him a mushroom?
What?
You called him a mushroom. You called him fungi, as in fungi, as in mushroom. You called him a mushroom.
You did. Bazang!
You called him a mushroom. You called him a mushroom.
That's really good. I like that.
I'm not a mushroom, no.
You're so funny. You're a funny guy. When you tell a joke, an angel would weep.
Everyone's funny though. You're all funny, and you're just funny, genuine, just great guys to be around.
Don't forget sexy.
Bazang!
Really, you are all really sexy as well. Like, and especially you, Tony. You are sexy as well.
Come on.
No, you are. You're sexy. Okay, that's it. But
I want to take this moment to say that I don't think it is physically possible for me to have better friends.
Yeah, but you know, as Patrick Swayze would say in the movie Ghost, ditto, Billy, ditto.
He did say that in Ghost. That's totally poignant, David.
David, again, it was like an angel laying beautiful, poignant eggs. And I just want you to know.
Yeah, but you know what he what he meant when he said ditto in the movie Ghost to Demi Moore? He meant I love you.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
And manly.
Ditto. Oh, yeah. He meant I love you. Hey, wait, no, give me. I'll have some.
Come on, you
Come and get some, man. You guys.
excuse me, Mr. Humphries. Can I have a quick word?
Sure. Now turn the cricket on if that's what you're in here for.
No, this is serious.
I'm sorry. How can I help you?
There's been some behaviour going on around the office that I feel quite uncomfortable with, and I've decided I'd like to lodge a formal complaint.
What sort of behaviour?
Sexual harassment.
Against you?
Yes.
You sure?
Yep.
Who was it?
Jenny?
She's a funny girl, Mark. Sure she's not just joking?
No, she wasn't joking.
What sort of things she's been saying to upset you?
She quite often alludes to my buttocks and my appearance in general, and she says things like she'd like to squeeze my buttocks and lick it, and she often also talks about the size of my penis.
And this just happened today?
No, this is just the final straw. It's been happening for quite a number of months, and I'd like to lodge a complaint about.
As long as this is what you want to do, Mark. This has been a stressful year for all of us. The last thing we need is a frivolous sexual harassment charge. I just want to make sure that this is what you want to do.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
All right, Mark, you go back to work. I'll take care of everything.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mark.
Obviously, we here at Channel 31 do not condone that sort of joke-devoid violent sketch. So, to demonstrate our disapproval, there should be no hilarious link to the opening titles. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I know what you're thinking. That's right, I'm TV's John Bennett and welcome to the Sex Bonanza. Tonight's show is all about sex. All kinds of things about sex, like how to do it, and weird kinky things like prostitutes, people who shit in each other's mouths, bondage, exhibitionism and voyeurs, who you'll find out are people who enjoy watching other people have sex. Then you've got voyeurs. They're people who like to watch the people watching the other people have sex. And then, of course, you've got voyeurs.
Get on with it.
Part of me is highly aroused to bring you a sex bonanza, but another part of me is deeply saddened. Because there's a reason we're doing a show about sex tonight, other than to draw the attention span devoid, internet-addicted public away from the glare of YouTube, where they view inane clips recommended by strangers involving tiny dogs dancing to contemporary music, and back into their lounge rooms to watch people practice the dead art of television. And that reason is the late Arthur Bowdy.
That's right, John. Sort of. You know, this week, famous sexologist and part-time farmer Arthur Bowdy sadly passed away. His theories and research helped shape sexology and led to a generational sexual awakening.
You can incidentally stream or download all Bumper Bonanza episodes on YouTube.
Arthur's most famous work was an essay entitled Sex as a Way of Life. In it, Arthur discussed sex in relation to 4 points.
And tonight, we shall be using the Bonanza to take you through the 4 points to create a Sex Bonanza paralleled only by the rehearsal for the Sex Bonanza held earlier today.
We present our exploration of Arthur's 4 points through sketch to pay tribute to one of the greatest thinkers of our time and to ask, is sex the most important thing in life?
It's either that or Kellogg's. I love you guys. And as if this episode wasn't exciting enough, we have a Bumper Bonanza exclusive.
Eso correcto, Juan. Para la esta noche tenemos pescados.
For those of you who don't speak Spanish, what Kirsten was trying to say was that to explore the points of sex as a way of life, at the end of the show we should be showing a never-before-seen film by Arthur, released exclusively to me by the estate of Arthur Bowdy.
Right, let's get straight into it, shall we? I've got just 3 words to say to you all. Fat bottom girl! No, honey, not tonight. I can't be bothered, all right?
Is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's all right. I'm just tired, that's all.
It's the mini anvil, isn't it?
It's not the mini anvil.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Then... could I hammer some bronze on it?
No, you can't.
It is the anvil, isn't it?
It's not the bloody anvil.
But the horses like it!
I don't care what the bloody horses like!
Henry.
Just stressed from work, that's all. It's hard. Stressful day.
Well, if you're stressed, then why don't you just, come here and let me take your mind off it? Come on.
All right.
Henry! Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you doing?
What?
Right, that's it. I've had enough of this anvil. It's the bane of my existence. It's coming off! I hate you!
What's wrong?
Can't sleep.
Try counting sheep.
It's not working. Do you mind?
One thing that Arthur Bowdy didn't touch upon in his essay, and this is somewhat lax of him in not doing so, it's probably a bit negligent as well as an academic, you think he would have picked it up. The thing is, the church's teaching on sex and sex education. Excuse me, could you stop that? Sorry. The church's teaching about sex has always been interesting, to say the least. I remember in my Year 10 Catholic high school, our sex ed lecture was given to us by a nun. What a wonderful idea to have a lesson of such incredible importance, such as sex ed, delivered to us by a person who has absolutely no practical experience in the matter. It's the equivalent of me giving a semester's worth of lectures on environmental engineering. But to a degree I don't mind that. You can have not engaged in sex and still have a theoretical knowledge of it. What I mostly objected to was the story she relayed to us on the topic of masturbation. She began, "Now I don't know if this can happen," and then told us of a Pakistani man. I don't know why that was important. The Pakistani man had told her that he suffers from premature ejaculation and believed it may be caused by the fact he used to masturbate a lot when he was younger. She then finished by saying, "So there you go. I don't know, but..." The implication being that if you masturbate, you'll blow early in later life. Presumably while scratching your hairy palms holding your white cane. But sex ed nun, you are absolutely right. You didn't know? So why'd you relay the fucking story to us? I'll tell you exactly why. Because the church teaches that masturbation is wrong. But rather than simply telling us that, you tried to scare a room full of impressionable minds by spouting some myth that masturbation causes premature ejaculation. If you want to relay the church's teachings to us, that's fine. But don't object what you do to... But don't object what you object to homosexuals doing and go the backdoor way about it. Surely, you don't want to trick people into doing what you believe. It's such a cheap victory. Wouldn't the church rather people practice their beliefs out of belief rather than fear? If you've got a religion based on myths about early sprogging Pakistanis, you've got to ask yourself, why bother?
This is Jared. Jared some time ago had unprotected sex and believes he may have AIDS. But what Jared doesn't know is that a tiger is about to burst into the room and change all of that.
When is rape okay? In today's civilized society, the answer seems obvious, an almost unequivocal never. However, behind closed doors, a new form of rape is slowly seeping its way into the underbelly of our society, bringing with it newly blurred lines of morality. Self-rape, or involuntary masturbation as it's come to be known, is affecting a growing number of Australians. And in this land of freedom of choice and democracy, who are we to say no? Recently, I spoke with a young man who, for the purposes of this report, we have named Benjamin.
I can't help it. There's just something about the idea of taking myself by force that I find so arousing. It's hard though. The trick is to try and catch myself off guard. You see, it's not like masturbation in the standard sense. That's easy, boring. But have you ever tried touching yourself when you're not in the mood? No, there's just a part of you that says, no, please don't. I'm not in the mood. I don't want this, please. But then there's another voice that just wants to take control and dominate and, you know, scream, "Take it, bitch, your ass is mine." There's just something about the forced submission. I guess I just like losing control. But to myself, I'm completely violated, sickened and hollowed, yet on the flip side, so stimulated as a result. I like to play act, you know, saying things like, "You don't know me, where are you from?" to myself. "Does your mum know you're out this late?" That kind of thing. It's really fun. I don't really care what other people think. But what no one in the public wants to come out and just say is that rape can be arousing. But you're not going to hear that from Parliament or anyone on the street because it's just too confrontational. I mean, it flies in the face of everything we've learned about what's right and what's wrong. But you know, I'm only hurting myself. And that's my right. It's not like I'm saying, go out and rape your neighbour. Because I'm not. I'm not condoning anyone to go out and rape others. That's wrong. But what I do in the comfort of my own house is to myself, and it's my business. You know, it's hard to find a partner that understands this kind of lifestyle. I've tried involving others, and that's how it all started out, really, but I wanted to get raped so badly by someone that just the thought of it turned me on.
Who's a pretty boy, eh? Who's a pretty boy? I'm gonna fuck you so fucking hard. I'm gonna fucking fill you with my wet fucking seed. Fucking beautiful little fuck.
Fucking crap! That's it, get off me, get off me. Alright? You call yourself threatening, that was nothing. I wasn't turned on at all. What do you think you're doing?
I thought it's what you wanted. I don't know what to do anymore, man, I really don't. My wit's end. Do you have any idea how hard it is for me? It's me, isn't it? You just don't find me sexually threatening.
People look at you differently when they find out that you're a self-rapist. They don't understand that you're a victim too. There's no groups for people like me, who are regularly subjected to the violence in themselves. Sometimes I just wish it would all stop. But I just won't let it.
Thank you. Oh, sorry. Sorry, everyone. I just wanted to make my sincere and just a quick apology. Simon said some disparaging things about Arthur Bowdy and his work at the start of his monologue before. I would just like to make it clear that we at the Bonanza don't believe that Arthur Bowdy was lax or negligent in his work or his life. Never. And I, TV's John Bennett, apologise on behalf of Simon for the horrible comments he made. I'm sorry.
Excuse me? Whiskey sour, white with 2. Float a little grape on it, that'd be cool. What are you doing?
I'm cleaning up your mess, Simon.
What mess?
Oh, you didn't realise. You accidentally said some horrible things about Arthur before.
Yeah, they weren't accidental.
What do you mean?
Nothing at all. Think nothing of that.
What? Come on, what's the matter? You should be excited. Later in the show, we're going to see the never-before-seen Arthur Bowdy film.
Well, that's the thing. It's not quite never before seen.
What do you mean?
I watched it.
What? Simon? What was it like? No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm going to keep it a surprise.
I don't think you do.
What? I can't believe you watched it.
You just lent me a projector. Hang on a second. Have you seen a saddle, 2 spurs, and the kind of badge a man who plays by his own rules would wear? I swear it was just there.
No.
Yeah. Is it explicable?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. What do you say we finish up early tonight?
We can't finish early.
Sure? Couldn't just go to a bar or something?
No, these things are scheduled. The show after us wouldn't be ready or anything.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Yeah.
We'll be back with more of the genius of Senior Baldi after this.
I think you meant an ad break.
The next step of Arthur's essay, he's a great man, examines sex and marriage. When married, it's important to keep the passion alive. There are many things you can do to keep the flame burning, I know. Tell your wife she looks great and then pounce on her with roller skates. Or tell your wife that she doesn't look like Hitler. But even if she did, it wouldn't matter because you love her and the Nazi Party. From my experience, women don't generally like to be compared with mustachioed world leaders. So try to avoid doing this by maintaining total silence. 30 years of silence can say a hell of a lot more than 30 years about talking about war history. If you must talk to your wife, try to use cute pet names, like My Little Crunchy Nut, or You're My Cocoa Pop, or Shut Up, a title card's about to flash on screen.
Well, we've got to let the Strattons know by Saturday.
Helen, can I have a word, please? It's important.
Of course.
I wanted to talk to you about our sex life. Well, we haven't got one. I feel the flame's gone. We're never intimate together anymore.
Well, Rod, I mean, we're both just so busy.
Yeah, I know.
What with both our jobs and... Look, I promise that once the kids have grown up, we'll have sex.
What kids? Never had kids because we never had sex.
Well, look, honey, it's always been a time issue. You know, when do we have time for that sort of indulgence?
We could be together and instead of going to the Strattons.
Declined their invitation. What would the Strattons think?
Who cares what the fucking Strattons think?
Well, we'd hurt their feelings if we said no.
What about my feelings?
Honey, I just...
Helen, something I've got to tell you. I've been having an affair.
With who?
Sarah Stratton.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. There's something I should tell you too. I've also been having an affair.
Who is?
Well, folks, there we have it. That sketch off to a rip-rocketing start, and what a twist there, Gerard. I couldn't believe it myself, and of course the question now on everybody's lips is, who is Helen having an affair with? And for some conjecture on that very hot topic, let's cross to you, Gerard. Gerard.
Thank you, Simon. Well, we think we have 2 options here. One, Helen could say Sarah Stratton and we'd all have a good laugh.
Indeed we would.
But I think the more probable option is that the giant tiger from the Jared sketch might pop in, providing much surprise and hilarity.
Well, some interesting thoughts there. But let's cross to the sketch now and check out the outcome.
Who is?
Well, folks, there you have it, that tiger there appearing, preceding Rod's question. Over to you, Gerard. Gerard?
Yes, well, it's exactly as I predicted it. No surprises there. The tiger was well signposted throughout the sketch. There was a gazelle in the background, I hope you noticed, and Helen was holding a report on tiger habitats in the Fitzroy area.
Yes, I saw the report, but I'm afraid I missed the gazelle. Well, I'm a bit worried about how the rest of the sketch is going to pan out, so Gerard, let's get back to the action.
Can we help you?
Who with?
No. Go on.
With me.
Holy bagoli, what a twist there, hey folks. And Jez, were you surprised to see yourself in that sketch?
I was completely surprised, Simon. I did not expect that at all. You could say I was gobsmacked to see myself appear in that sketch. I must say, though, that tiger is particularly handsome.
Oh, stop now, stop. He is one hell of a Sumatran. Well, this is all getting far too weird for me, so let's cross to a word from our sponsors.
How you going? What can I do for you?
I was just after some matches.
Oh, sorry. No, we've just run out.
Really?
Yeah, just then. Sorry about that.
Planned a beautiful candlelit dinner for me and the partner, and you know, went out, bought beautiful big candles. No matches.
Yeah,
Didn't get
sorry.
matches.
That's a shame. Yeah, sorry, I can't help you though.
A lot of effort and stuff. Do you have anything? What about something else? You have like a lighter or something that does the same trick?
I've got a llama with an apricot balanced atop a half-naked Nepalese man holding a towel.
Right. Will that do the same thing?
Yeah, I could bring it out. We could have a look, see if it will.
Yeah, bring it out. I'd like to see it.
Stop! You've got to end the sketch. The Gideons are coming.
Oh, jeez.
What are we going to do?
Really...
Too late!
Hello, Mrs. Gideon!
Hello, Mr. Gideon!
And what do we have today?
Today we present our guide to sexual yumminess.
Step 1.
Very good!
Perhaps you would like to take us through step 2, Mrs. Gideon.
Okay!
Beautiful! Already we have learned so much from myself and Mr. Gideon. There remains only one more thing to do.
And what is that, Mr. Gideon?
Let us fake looking at an off-camera monitor and take a look.
Welcome back to the Sex Bonanza Arthur Bowdy tribute episode. God, he was a brilliant man, just so vibrant and intelligent, humble as well. what a mind. I mean, just so brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Just a brilliant, vibrant, intelligent, humble, brilliant genius. Just so
Alright,
brilliant.
let's not be
and his
so
brilliant
gung-ho about the Arthur Bowdy stuff.
Well, we're doing an Arthur Bowdy tribute episode, Simon. It's a little hard not to be.
Yeah, we do have to be so. Arthur! We're doing a sex episode. Let's just peel back the essay stuff and do some tit jokes.
Well, we have built the entire episode around the essay, and we were building to a climax of what was a never-before-seen film until you watched it.
All right, so let's not show it.
Well, we can't not show it.
I just don't think he was that good. I mean, Mozart was a genius. Einstein was a genius. Arthur Bowdy's just some guy who made smart academic.
Yeah, okay. Well, you voiced your concerns about the deceased. Now, we're getting back to the episode so we can show the film.
Can't play it.
What?
Can't play the film.
I think we can.
Hey, the estate of Arthur Bowdy released the film to me, not to you and not to the Bonanza.
Son of a bitch.
Them's the breaks, sweetheart.
Well, you could have had this change of heart during the rehearsals or during the scripting process, don't you think? I mean, you're impossible, Simon. You would have to be one of the most selfish bastards I've ever met.
Selfish, eh? I'm so selfish. I'm a big selfish man, big selfish bastard. Is that what I am?
Yeah,
That's why I'm so fucking selfish. I'm going to the bar to take no further part in this tribute. I've acted in little sketches and spoofs, but no more, missy. You can take my name off the credits as well. Replace Simon with Blinky.
Blinky.
Yes, Blinky. It was a name my father used to call me.
Well, it's ridiculous.
It was endearing at the time. And here, you know what? You can take the film as my parting gift to you. Enjoy the tribute. Happy Easter. Clot.
We don't need him, Kirsten.
I heard that.
Don't let him touch me.
Next, we look at point 3 of Arthur Bowdy's essay, Sex and Prudishness. Prudishness is where one person doesn't want to put their thingy into another person's thingy, or if someone doesn't want to have their thingy inside their thingy. You know, prudishness can also mean a person is uncomfortable with showing their thingy, seeing thingies, using the correct name for thingies, smelling thingies, or just thingies in general.
Throughout history, cultural attitudes towards sex and sexuality have varied from extremely liberal to severely repressed. Tonight, on C31's documentary series, The Not Quite So Cutting Edge, we examine the latter. Examples of sexual repression through religious means can be found globally. The more obvious example is the hijab worn by women of the Muslim faith. The premise behind such a garment is to cover the face and body, so it's not seen as an object of desire or lust. But there are civilizations and ancient tribes who take this concept one step further. In the depths of the Amazon to the remote jungles of New Guinea, modesty is practiced to an almost extreme level, including the covering of the face and the non-mixing of males and females. But perhaps the most radical example of sexual repression is practiced by an ancient and distant tribe who reside in the remote area known as Northcote. The tribe, known as the St. George's Street residents, take the concept of the hijab and headscarf one step further by covering themselves entirely in a cloak of invisibility.
Our reasons are deeply religious. We wear the cloak not so women are not seen as an object of desire, but so they're not seen at all.
St. George's Road resident Sam Jethro Tull is a tribe leader and invisibility cloak advocate. Aside from the cloak, what other measures are taken to prevent men and women from seeing each other?
Men and women are forbidden from mixing together in social circumstances.
Unless chaperoned?
Not all.
I've never seen a woman before. Or been near one.
Does that bother you?
No, not really. It's like our tribe elder says. If God wanted us to see each other's bodies, then he wouldn't have given us the ability to cover them up with invisibility cloaks.
But not all members of the tribe are satisfied with their ancient practices. Samantha Thin Lizzy finds their culture's traditions limiting. I was unable to interview Samantha due to their laws on the mixing of men and women,
so not quite so cutting-edge reporter Sarah Simpkins conducted the interview. My mistake, it was Susie Heathcott.
Samantha, what are your thoughts on your tribe's traditions?
They're a little hard on us all, I think. I mean, I'd like to meet a boy, out of curiosity more than anything. I just don't understand the harm in seeing one. Mummy says that boys can't control themselves and are after one thing. But I think, so what if they want to do things to my thingies? It sounds rather nice to me.
What is the harm in men and women seeing each other?
Oh, it's plain indecent.
What would happen if men and women were to see each other?
There would be anarchy. We'd be jumping all over each other, unable to control ourselves. There'd be lusty exchanges and rape.
Rape?
Yes, rape. And dancing, which promotes rape.
But the St George's Road residents are a dying breed. Soon there shall be none left. Due to their strict anti-sex laws, they are unable to copulate in order to bear children. Does it frighten you that as a result of your moral purity, your race will eventually die out?
Not at all. That's the best part. Once we've non-bred ourselves out of existence, men and women will never be able to mix or engage in any sort of immoral behaviour.
The St George's Road residents, a dying breed. One day as you stare down the streets of Northcote, you'll no longer see St George's Road residents. Well, you can't see them now, but you'll be aware that although you can't see them, they are no longer there.
That was the not quite so cutting edge. Stay tuned now for more excellent second-rate programming on C31.
I'm not doing a monologue. I told you, I'm out. Don't come to me expecting gems of comedy. It's not going to happen. I'm serious, might as well go away.
That's right. The end of the tribute is upon us, and that means we can now air the exciting film by Arthur Bowdy. Golly gosh, this is so exciting.
I know, it sure is, John. I mean, who knows what stunning revelations about sex and life it will reveal.
They're sure to be stunning and revealing. I'd like to thank all of you for being a part of this glorious tribute, though some deny the genius of Arthur.
Final warning about... Actually, you know what? Play the film.
Arthur Bowdy has been an inspiration to all of us. So without further ado, let's watch the film. I hope you enjoy it.
This is the secret confession tape of Arthur Bowdy. I'm a fraud. I'm not who people think I am. I like kids. I like to paint kids. Here are some of my paintings. This one here is my niece and nephew, and they're just so happy. And I love the colours, and there's just a lot of good shape, and I really just brought out the life of them, and just to see, you know, happy kids, and just to paint them, and you know, you can't beat that. You can't beat that.
What was wrong with that?
Did you see those paintings? They had no line, no depth, no emotion. They were mildly amateurish.
You're a fucking moron.
See you next week?
Yeah.
No time to try to figure out what's this that I made to feel. Can't take me knocking back another meal. Tell me what I need to be. Impressed by celebrity. Tell me what I need to be. Take another photograph and set me free. Set me free. Tell me what it's all about, because I got no time to try to figure out what's this that I made to feel. Can't take me knocking back another meal. Tell me what I need to be. Impressed by celebrity. Tell me what I need to be. Take another photograph and set me free.
That's better.